Beyond the headlines, a glimpse into Barron Trump's world. Barron Trump. The name conjures images from tabloid covers and fleeting glimpses in news footage. Often these images are fleeting, capturing moments that are quickly consumed and forgotten by the public. But what do we really know about the young man behind these snapshots? He is the youngest son of a polarizing figure, forever linked to the legacy of the 45th President of the United States. This connection has inevitably shaped public perception, casting a long shadow over his own identity. Yet behind the headlines and the public scrutiny lies a young man navigating his own path, his story often untold and misunderstood. Barron Trump is more than just a name associated with political controversy. He is a young individual with his own dreams, challenges, and aspirations. This essay aims to offer a glimpse beyond the curated images and sound bites, exploring the life and experiences of Barron Trump with respect and factual accuracy. We delve into his interests, his hobbies, and the moments that define his everyday life, far removed from the political arena. While his upbringing has been undeniably privileged, it has also been uniquely public, his childhood unfolding under the relentless glare of the media spotlight. This constant attention has undoubtedly influenced his development, presenting both opportunities and challenges that few can truly understand. This essay seeks to reconcile these contrasting realities, delving into his personal world, his interests, and the influences that have shaped his journey. From his passion for sports to his academic pursuits, we aim to paint a fuller picture of who Barron Trump is beyond the headlines. By piecing together information from credible sources and avoiding sensationalism, we can begin to understand the young man behind the name, recognizing him not just as Barron Trump, but as an individual deserving of respect and understanding. His story is one of navigating a complex world, balancing the expectations placed upon him with his own personal growth and identity. In exploring his life, we uncover the layers that make up his unique experience. From the pressures of living in the public eye to the simple joys of teenage life, Barron Trump's world is multifaceted and rich with stories that go beyond the surface. It is through this lens that we hope to offer a more nuanced understanding of Barron Trump, shedding light on the person he is becoming and the influences that will shape his future. By moving past the sensational headlines, we can appreciate the complexity of his journey and the resilience he has shown in the face of unprecedented scrutiny. Ultimately, this essay is an invitation to look beyond the surface and to see Barron Trump as a young man with his own story to tell. A story that is still unfolding, filled with potential and the promise of a future that he is actively shaping, one step at a time. An unexpected joy birth and early life in the Trump family. Barron William Trump's arrival on March 20, 2006, was met with a wave of public attention. The media buzzed with excitement, capturing every detail of the birth announcement. The hospital where he was born became a focal point for journalists and photographers eager to get a glimpse of the newest member of the Trump family. He was Donald and Melania Trump's fifth child, born over a decade after his closest sibling, Tiffany. This significant age gap meant that Barron was welcomed into a family with older siblings who were already well into their teenage years or adulthood, creating a unique dynamic within the Trump household. His birth, as Donald Trump himself has often stated, brought an unexpected joy to the family. The arrival of a new baby brought a fresh wave of happiness and excitement, rekindling the joys of parenthood for Donald and Melania. It was a moment that softened the often stern and business-focused demeanor of Donald Trump, revealing a more tender and affectionate side. Donald, already in his late 50s, embraced fatherhood once more with a renewed sense of purpose. Despite his busy schedule and numerous business commitments, he made it a point to be actively involved in Barron's early years. This renewed sense of purpose was evident in the way he interacted with his youngest son, often seen playing and spending quality time with him. Melania, known for her reserved demeanor, transformed into a doting mother, dedicating herself to her young son's upbringing. She took on the role of a hands-on mother, ensuring that Barron had a nurturing and supportive environment. Her dedication to his well-being was evident in the way she managed her public and private life, always prioritizing her son's needs. Friends and close associates have described Barron's early years as being filled with warmth and laughter. The Trump household, often depicted as a place of serious business and high stakes, was transformed into a home filled with the sounds of a happy child. Laughter and joy became a common theme, with Barron bringing a sense of lightness and fun to the family. He was, by all accounts, a happy and energetic child, bringing a renewed sense of energy to the Trump household. His playful nature and boundless energy were infectious, often lifting the spirits of those around him. Whether it was running around the house or engaging in playful antics, Barron's presence was a source of constant joy and vitality. His presence softened the often harsh edges of his father's public persona, offering a glimpse into a more tender side of the businessman-turned-politician. Donald Trump's interactions with Barron provided a rare look into his softer, more compassionate side, contrasting sharply with his public image as a tough and uncompromising figure. These moments of tenderness and affection highlighted the deep bond between father and son, showcasing a different facet of the Trump family dynamic. A name of significance, the story behind Barron. Names often carry deep meanings and histories, and the name Barron is no exception. It is a name that resonates with power, nobility, and a rich backstory that intertwines with the personal and public life of Donald Trump. The choice of the name Barron was far from arbitrary. It was a deliberate decision, steeped in thought and intention. Donald Trump, a man known for his meticulous attention to branding and the impact of names, saw something uniquely compelling in the name Barron. Donald Trump, known for his penchant for branding and memorable monikers, saw something unique in the name. To him, it wasn't just a name, it was a statement, a brand in itself. The name Barron stood out not just for its rarity, but for the powerful imagery it conjured. It evoked a sense of nobility, strength, and legacy, qualities he clearly hoped his son would embody. The name Barron carries with it a weight of history and a promise of future greatness. It is a name that suggests a lineage of power and influence, a name that commands respect. However, the name also held a deeper, more personal significance for Donald. It wasn't just about the public image or the brand, it was about something much closer to his heart. The name Barron was a bridge between his personal aspirations and his hopes for his son's future. He has often recounted the story of a fictional business magnate named Barron he created in his younger years, a character who embodied the pinnacle of success and achievement. This fictional Barron was more than just a figment of his imagination. He was a symbol of everything Donald aspired to be. This figure represented ultimate success and achievement. In many ways, the fictional Barron was a blueprint for Donald's own ambitions. He was a character who lived in the world of high stakes and high rewards, a world that Donald himself would eventually come to dominate. This imaginary character served as a source of inspiration for Trump, embodying the ambition and drive that fueled his early career. The name Barron was a constant reminder of the heights he aimed to reach, a name that kept him focused and driven. Naming his son Barron was, in a way of passing on that aspirational mantle, a symbolic gesture laden with hope and expectation. It was a name that carried with it the dreams of a father for his son, a name that was meant to inspire and challenge. A symbolic gesture laden with hope and expectation. In naming his son Barron, Donald Trump was not just giving him a name, he was giving him a legacy, a set of values and a vision for the future. It was a name that was meant to inspire greatness, a name that was meant to be lived up to. Melania's influence, a hands-on approach to parenting. Melania Trump's influence on Barron's life cannot be overstated. From the outset, she adopted a hands-on approach to parenting that stood in stark contrast to the detached parenting styles often associated with affluent families. Determined to shield her son from the potential pitfalls of privilege, she instilled in him a strong sense of independence and responsibility. She was deeply involved in every aspect of his upbringing, from choosing his schools to overseeing his extracurricular activities. Unlike many women in her social circle, she opted not to employ a full-time nanny, preferring to be actively involved in her son's daily life. This dedication was evident in the close bond she forged with Barron, a bond that was often on display during their public appearances together.